Okay. He's from London. He's already on a journey. It's a good place to start. Who feels like they came from the furthest today? Anybody? London? New Jersey? New Jersey? How many New Jersey? Wow, Haribo. Okay, you can be loud if you came from New Jersey. Brooklyn? Any Brooklyn? Okay. That's right, okay. How about Queens? In the house, okay. There we go, Haribo, Queen. That's right. Small but mighty, we got you. Anybody from Pennsylvania? No. Anybody come all the way from Florida?
What about Alachua?
There's a few Floridians here. Wait, anybody from Florida? There's a guy jumping in the back over there. Thank you, Jai. How about, what did I miss? Where? Connecticut. Connecticut. All right. Maryland. Hey, Hare Krishna. Welcome, welcome, Maryland. There's a Michigan. Michigan. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Anybody's first time in the carpet store? Yeah. Pretty far out, right? How did we get so lucky? Joe Carini, our beloved Joe Carini, he's not even here. He's so generous. He's in the Catskills. And he said, yeah, take over the entire carpet store for us. I said, okay, Joe, thank you. So I want to take you on a little journey. Can everybody hear me in the back? Is it okay? I'll be good? Okay. You can't hear it now?
Something changed. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay. It's okay? All right, well, we're going to keep it rolling. It's 1965. You with me? It's New York City. It's 1965. Srila Prabhupada's here. He's by himself and he's writing letters. He's found a building on West 72nd Street. And he's begging people, some people that he knew back in India, he's begging them, please send help, send money. He says, I'll figure it out, but just send some help for me. If I get this one building, it's a 3-story building. Has anybody seen that building? Little 3-story building. He says, just get me this building. I can make something happen. I have a mission that I have to share here. And almost every response was a no. And then he writes a very famous letter. His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj has quoted on several occasions a word that he used. He says, the temple house now seems to be occupied. I am mortified. It is a great shock to me if it is now gone to others. But even in that disappointment, he surrendered to Krishna. He said, let Lord Shri Krishna's wish be fulfilled. It's 2026, 25 First Avenue, 6-story building. Every single person here is a fulfillment of that desire and that mission already. And so we're so, so grateful to have a wonderful center like the Bhakti Center. We're here to honor that vision, those cries, answering Prabhupada's letters through our service, through our donations, through our time, through our relationships, through every yoga class, through every kirtan. We're very, very grateful that you're all with us here tonight. So thank you so much. I'd like to introduce our wonderful Sri Prahlad. who's going to be leading us in this yagya, or this sacrifice today. We come here together to Joe Carini's to perform a sacrifice. Our Sri Prahlad is a world-renowned Kirtaniya. He is the leader of our popular programs, Tuesday Night Kirtan and Soul Talks at the Bhakti Center. He's a member of our board. He's a co-director at the Bhakti Center. And he's also a baby whisperer. Our little Tejaswini loves to hear his separation kirtan. So if you have a baby, you just play that. And every time we go to the grocery store and come back, she falls asleep to his kirtan. Tonight, let us put our heart and soul in this kirtan, Sri Prahlad. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Jai. Thank you all. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Hi Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pachai Nirvishesha Sringavari Astajate Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Thank you for chanting along, that invocation. Jai was telling us about Prabhupada's letter, his disappointment and surrender on not realizing his initial plan to secure a building. I want to meditate on an earlier writing, not that much earlier, something that Prabhupada wrote on the Jaladuta as he was on his way to the United States. He wrote one poem mid-sea, another poem he wrote in the harbor, Boston Harbor, as his ship arrived. So this prayer to the lotus feet of Krishna, it's very beautiful. It's a lovely meditation. Prabhupada's praying, reflecting on his mission. Some have interpreted this letter as also Prabhupada bargaining with Krishna. The refrain, "Oh brother, you'll achieve your good fortune when Radharani is pleased with you." Some take that as a general, "Oh brothers," like to everyone, humanity, "Oh brothers." Some take that as him speaking to Krishna. "Krishna, if you help me out in this mission, Radharani will like you more. Because she wants all souls to be brought back to you, to your service." We'll sing a few verses from this prayer. And I'd like to invite you to join me in part of the refrain, Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Sachi Sutta Priyati Krishna Seya Jara Tulanai Manta Guru Jagate Madhe Guru Krishna Seya Jara Tulanai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. This is for you. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. Hold you. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. And again, Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. E Punya Koribe Jabe Radharani Kushi Habe Juvate Pole Tomatai. All together, Krishna Tava. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. And again, one more time. Krishna Tava Habibai Punya Habibai. In this prayer, Prabhupada's saying how dear his own Guru is to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya's come to the earth in the mood of Srimati Radharani, wants to connect lost souls with Krishna. And he says that his Guru wants Chaitanya's message shared all across the world. He said, when this happens, in every town and every village, there'll be joy, auspiciousness, well-being. Tardaicha Balavan Astadyate Tantan Ojate Gaurangeranam Vichivite Nagaradi Asumudra Nadanadi Sakale Boy Krishna Nam Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. All together, one voice. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. Hey Punya Koribe Jabe Radharani Kushi Habe Rubate Pale Tomatai. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. Everybody. Krishna Tava Punya Habibai Krishna Tava Punya Habibai. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let's all sing together. One love. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Tava Punya Haveba Krishna Tava Punya Haveba. Everybody. Krishna Tava Punya Haveba Krishna Tava Punya Haveba. One more time. Krishna Tava Punyam Haveba Krishna Tava Punyam Haveba. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I just want to acknowledge these musicians. They accompany me sharing kirtan in the Bhakti Center Tuesday nights, Saturday nights, also in yoga studios as well. So we have Godruma, we have Ishvara, we have Giridhari Charan, Carolina, and then joining us we have Varshana Priya, who travels the world playing this violin, a very acclaimed, accomplished musician who is here in New York and a disciple of Radhanath Maharaj and came and joined us this evening as well. Thank you all once again.
Shri Prahlad Prabhu Ki Jai. So how the evening is going to go is that we're going to have a few words of encouragement for some of our members, and then we're going to have Shadbhuj Prabhu. He's going to give the presentation, and then we're going to have another kirtan as we get excited to donate. Does that sound good? We're going to try to tighten it because, of course, we started a few minutes late, but we'll see where it goes. Gabby, we're going to ask our Gabby. Has anybody been to the Bhakti Center in the last year or so? Haribo. Has anybody been welcomed by Gabby? Has anybody seen the Amrita store recently? And the upgrades that Gabby has made? Yes. So Gabby's had an amazing impact on the center, and we just asked her to speak a few words on what her experience was like.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Gabby, and over the past 3 years, I've done a few services in the Bhakti Center. But today, I have the privilege of managing reception team, Amrita team, and helping the patron care department. Tonight, I'd like to share a little bit about the journey that brought me here. When I was asked to speak about my experience at the Bhakti Center, I realized it would be impossible to separate my personal, my spiritual, and my professional journey, because here they have always gone hand in hand. Every stage of my life has brought different purpose. In this season of my life, I have discovered that one of the greatest purposes is serving others. As a mother, I've always hoped that my own journey would inspire my son as well. Looking back now, I can see that the Bhakti Center has been one of the greatest blessings on that journey. I first discovered this place through yoga classes with Yamuna, Kirtan with Julia. At the beginning, it was simply somewhere I came to practice and reconnect with myself. But little by little, I realized the Bhakti Center was much more than that. That's when I met my teachers, Champa Kalata and Yogi Green, and had the honor of serving during their classes. Later, I was given the beautiful opportunity to serve in Soul Talks every Saturday for about a year. Looking back, I realized almost without noticing, my services kept growing. I was invited to join the reception team, eventually to manage it, later to oversee Amrita Boutique, and today to support the patron care department. Each step opened the door to another opportunity to serve. Every year, we welcome thousands of people, thousands of conversations, smiles, and first impressions. Every day, our team has the privilege of welcoming people from all around the world through these doors. Some of those guests became familiar faces. Some became friends, and some became family to me. Some people think I'm a little too passionate about the little things, and they probably right. But I truly believe every detail matters, because it's those small acts of care that shapes someone's experience for the very moment they walk through our doors. For me, service doesn't end when the workday is over. It means listening to someone who needs to be heard, offering a hug, sharing a kind word, encouraging someone through a difficult moment, or simply being present. Those moments have become the most meaningful part of my journey here. Being far from home is hard. Being far from family is hard. Me, as an immigrant, I know exactly what that feels like. But something beautiful happens when you find another home, another family, another circle of friends. Hope begins to return. Over these past 3 years, the Bhakti Center has given me exactly that. It has transformed me personally and spiritually. And it has shown me that service is one of the most meaningful ways of expressing love and gratitude. Supporting the Bhakti Center is much more than supporting a temple, a building, a program. It's about creating a place where someone can discover purpose, healing, friendship, and hope, just as I did. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this beautiful community, and thank you for your generosity, which makes all of this possible for many, many others. Thank you so much.
Another round of applause for Gabby. That was so heartfelt. Thank you, Gabby. We're going to ask Abhi to come up. Now, Abhi has been helping out with the Zero Hunger New York initiative and has just taken it on, and he's all in. So Abhi, if you can share. Please welcome Abhi.
Thank you, guys. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been 2 years since I'm coming to Bhakti Center, and I'm stand here because I can see Manohar here, because I remember the first time I came to Bhakti Center. I met Manohar And while we are finishing the program, Manohar said, "We celebrate your presence." That touched me. Maybe before that, I never celebrated my presence in that honest way before. So that day, when I think about it, still gives me goosebumps, you know. Then me and my partner, I mean, she introduced me to Bhakti Center, to be honest, you know. So she and me, we keep coming, Soul Talk. We became regulars, and Soul Talk is a beautiful space for people like us to start with, you know. It brings like so much connection without any obligation or expectation or transaction. We connect to the friends and everybody after the talk. Actually, it's just an amazing program. So like Soul Talk became all like a Saturday go out place up for us, you know. So then Tuesday night Kirtan happened. And that's such a deep, intimate space of Kirtan. I never seen that before. And then what? The big thing. Thursday night Kirtan happened. We started coming to Thursday night Kirtan. And that's like, wow, like an incredible energy. I mean, I sometimes call it as like a Burning Man of Kirtan, you know? So that's like huge. So, I mean, when I look back right now, when you enter those doors of Bhakti Center, it's something different. The energy is something very different. We kind of have a lot of joy. At the same time, we have kind of a grounding experience. And it's such an embracing space for every facet of the society who wants to come in. I might be looking to come for a yoga. Somebody comes from spiritual grounding for some distractions, you know, or somebody might need some spiritual practice. And that scattered that audience so well. I can't say enough. I can say that the energy Bhakti Center have is something magic, you know, so I don't know why and how it does, but it's magic. And my last 2 years of experience, if I think of, I can think of two very big turning points of my life. One is me and my partner signed up for a community group with Damodar and Champak. That's changed my life. They are not just a community leader who just teaching spiritual text. They are like love, you know. When I think about them, it makes me very, very emotional. A couple of weeks ago, this week, right, Damodar, like midnight, Damodar, I have a question. He took time at midnight to reply to me in a big way. I mean, who does that, you know? I don't know. I don't know what I have, but I'm so, so lucky that I signed up for that. And this gang, with sitting all my community members, when we reach or meet outside the group, we feel like family, you know? It's such a beautiful joy we carry. And thank you, Damodar Champak, for carrying that for us. Again, I'm sorry, I'm very emotional. Maybe I'm Bengali, so. And the next thing what happened is, there is a beautiful program called, I don't know what it's called mentorship program, something. So a year and a half ago, me and my partner signed up for the program, or trying to sign up. There's a funny story about it. She was signing it up, and, oh, you should sign up too. She's French, you know, so controlling sometimes. So I'm like, yeah, of course I will sign up. And then I try to sign up, and it's not working. It's like option 1, option 2, option 3, same person. I'm like, something is wrong. Caroline, did you sign up? I'm like, I can't sign up. So it seems like the website is broken, you know? All the options coming to the same person. I'm like, what's going on? The next day, I tried again. Option 1, Gaurisharan Prabhu. Option 2, Gaurisharan Prabhu. Option 3, I'm like, what's going on? Should I do it? Then you know what? Go for it. Haribo. Let's do it. And that changed, that's like a big part where I am right now. Even Jay was talking about Zero Hunger program. He introduced me to that program. We had a discussion in one of the evening in Soul Talk, hey, can you help me out with this program? And that program I look out to throughout my week, you know. We serve about 250, 200 people every Saturday morning, serving with devotees. Then we have lunch together at the rooftop of Bhakti Center. We stay back, enjoy Soul Talk, then Aarti. It's like a full Bhakti day, you know. But all I can say is like Bhakti Center has been like a very organic part of my life, our life, you know. Everything changed, diet changed, definition of fun changed. Diet changed majorly for a Bengali, like we eat everything that moves or swims, you know. But now we are stuck with something which doesn't. You know, so it's changed us a big way, and at this point, standing here, I can say that I'm very, very grateful for people like who inspire us, guides us, or help us to navigate life, you know. All I can say is it's my home, you know. I come like 4 or 5 days a week. I don't know when to go back. If I need to eat, go to 6th floor. I don't know, it feels like home. So maybe I stop paying rent going forward. But thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for this, Jay. Yeah? Thank you, Bhakti Center. I can't say enough.
Thank you so much. One more round of applause for Abhi. We're going to hand it over to Shadbhuj. Hey, Jai, you want to come up? We're going to hand it over to Shadbhuj Granga, our co-director at the Bhakti Center. Big round of applause for Shadbhuj. He's going to give us the snapshot on the year. Thank you. Thank you, Jai.
Abhi and Gabby have made my job much easier, so we're going to talk a lot about Bhakti Center because both of them covered very detailed and very succinctly what Bhakti Center is all about. But I'll spend a few minutes. A lot of you are part of the community, so you don't need to be told what we do. But there are some people who are new, who are probably not as familiar, so we'll spend a few minutes talking about what you do at Bhakti Center, just reiterating some of the points that the two of them made. We're going to spend a few minutes on what we have done this year, like how we have scaled up further and created impact within the community more with these wonderful people around us. And for the last few minutes, he's going to talk about why we are here tonight. So if you could just go on there. Yeah, so this is what we do at Bhakti Center, as you all know. It's primarily a place that we're trying to provide a connection to spiritual seekers in downtown Manhattan, in New York, and going broader beyond all over the world, because there are Bhakti Center followers from all over the world, really. And we provide the spiritual seekers a connection through a very well-rounded, as Abhi was saying and Gabby was saying, very well-rounded approach of meditation, kirtan, which is really the primary thing Bhakti Center is famous all around the world for, and also through wisdom, right? That's a unique thing about Bhakti Center. It's not one thing or the other, as we heard. It like brings together a complete, wholesome development for people who are spiritual seekers, and finally guiding them to the timeless practice of Bhakti Yoga, and bringing that practice in a gradual way into our daily life, and bring that transformation that many of us and all of us are looking for. And that's what Bhakti Center provides. And then as a part of that, also that because we are in a community, we also work towards giving back to the community through food distribution, Zero Hunger New York that we spoke about. So that's kind of the complete experience of Bhakti Center in a minute. And as we heard from both the speakers, we are, it's kind of offers a wide range of programs. It's one of those unique places where we have a program almost every day, and on some days we have more. We have really more than one program on multiple days. So we have the Tuesday night Kirtan, you heard about it. We have the Thursday night Kirtan, which is the flagship program. That's really the high energy Kirtan program. We have been doubling down a lot on the wisdom side of it through Soul Talks, through our Bhakti Life program that's been now running for 4 years. And of course our Bhagavad Shravan program on Sundays that's primarily meant for core community members. So that's kind of the overall offering of Bhakti Center. Of course, at the core of everything, which comes from our very parampara of Srila Prabhupada, that prasadam is what brings a lot of people to go to Bhakti Center. And that's what we do several times in a day to anybody who walks through the doors of Bhakti Center any time of the week, any day of the week. And that's what we said. It's an event almost, or program almost every day of the week, sometimes more than once a week, more than once a day, more than one program a day. And we spoke about the next step, spoke about the programs already, so I want to kind of just move on. Yeah, so those are, the other thing that I did not speak about enough is really, we have festivals that you all know, many of you are a part of that, and we celebrate festivals in a very big way. I mean, the big ones are Janmashtami, Narsingha Chaturdasi, but of course Diwali, Narsingha Chaturdasi, but there are smaller festivals that belong to our parampara, the Gauriya Vaishnava festival. On an average, we realize that we land up doing a festival almost every month, right, from January to December. And it's kind of a thriving spiritual home for everybody, as we heard, 365 days of the year. Yoga is at the heart of Bhakti Center, as we heard from Gabby. A lot of people walk through the doors of Bhakti Center thinking it's a yoga studio, and that's not a bad thing. It's really the core. It's right when you walk in. The second floor is the yoga studio. It's an amazing yoga studio. We have a whole range of yoga programs, and from there, people graduate into learning more about Bhakti Yoga itself, right? This year, we have had, over the last 12 months, over a 30% growth in the yoga program, in people who have walked through the doors of Bhakti Center to participate in the yoga program under the leadership of Jai Giridhari, Jamuna Jaya, Vrinda Kumari. That's an amazing team, and many more people are actually becoming leaders of that program under this amazing guidance of our leaders. Another thing what's important, now I'm going to the second part of the presentation where we're talking about what we have done over the last, many of you were here last year, and we spoke about a bit of the transformation that we had to bring stability into Bhakti Center. We had a little bit of financial concerns, etc. And last time, if you remember, how many of you remember? Who remembers what was the tagline for last year's? Anybody who was here that remembers the tagline for last year? Foundation to future, exactly. Foundation to future. So we had to Bhakti Center is a very, very long-standing center over generations of people that have really served and contributed. But the foundation needs to be refixed from time to time. That's what we're doing over the last 12, 18 months. So last year's was Foundation to Future. But this year, Krishna willing, we are surviving, we are thriving. We're moving from surviving to thriving. So how are we growing our community? And it's not just a number game. It's all about how we are impacting, how we are creating impact in the community and transforming people's life. That's more important. So that we're going to spend a few minutes on that. So just a few numbers. We had over the last 12 months, or maybe a little less in that period, we have 12,000 visitors that walk through the doors of Bhakti Center. And this is what we are able to register, what Gabby does, she was talking about, right? So that's what we have registered. There are many more people that don't register. I don't register every time I get into Bhakti Center. So I know there are many others who don't, but those who register, that's the 12,000 visitors in the last 12 months. And of those, and this is the important part, that we're growing our community, over 2,500 completely new people that walked through the doors of Bhakti Center over the last 12 months, right? So that's really creating connections with new people, introducing them to Bhakti Yoga through our authentic spiritual community. And then that's a community, and what we realize, as we said, it's not just about the number game. We just don't want 12,000 people, 2,500 people to come in and go back and never come back again. So the whole idea is the community that needs to come back, needs to stay connected, needs to participate in the journey of transformation. So that's what we have seen a lot more over the last 12 months. Soul Talks, that's an amazing program, as we heard from both of them. That program has been revived and rejuvenated under leadership of our very own Sri Prahlad Prabhu, of course, who would not want to hear his kirtan, with Manohar, with Gaursaran Prabhu, and several others. That attendance, which was about 20-ish, is now gone up to about 50 over the last. It's a steady attendance. Soul Talks happens today. Right now, the program is happening in Bhakti Center. This is an amazing example where today we have run 3 big programs. I was talking about multiple programs a day. Today morning, Abhi and team distributed prasadam at Tompkinson Square Park under the Zero Hunger New York, about 300 plates. We have this program here with wonderful community members. And as we speak, Soul Talks is going on at Bhakti Center, right? And that's going on right now. Of course, Sri Prahlad Prabhu is here. And we have Tuesday night Kirtan. That's also doubled up in terms of participants. Again, a lot of effort from Jay, Sri Prahlad Prabhu, guidance of Veera from remote. That's really picked up a lot as well. We have yoga. As I said, we had not only a 30% growth in the total number of people that had walked into the yoga studio, but actually this is important. We have over 30% of the people who are getting trained as yoga teachers training, because that's taking it to the next level. These are not just, exploring practitioners who do it for a while and move on. These are people who want to explore the next stage. And what, again, great leadership of Jay, he was telling me that most of those YTT or yoga teachers training people are now coming from our own community. It's coming from our people that went through that yoga classes, the basic classes, and now they are taking the higher level. So that's been a great, it's been a very fulfilling under Jamuna Jaya, Vrinda Kumari, and many other leaders. And then we have Bhakti Life. Some of you may or may not know about it. This is a program that was started under leadership of Krishnadaya Prabhu, Karunimai Prabhu, and quite a few others. For every Friday evening to study. Actually, it is more based on knowledge and wisdom, to really study the Bhagavad Gita in a very structured way. That's kind of also gone to it's been steadily growing over the last 4 years. And it's kind of really gone to a stage we have steady participants and lots of people from there who are also here right now, who are now practicing Bhakti Yoga, chanting rounds, practicing the principles of Bhakti Yoga. So that's been a great program for us. We spoke about Zurhanga, New York. That's Abhi, Gausharan Prabhu, and others that that serve there. So this is a program that was launched in Bhakti Center last June, exactly about a year ago. Dilip Bhai, you were there. Maharaj was here. Gauranga Prabhu was here. We had the Consulate General of India in New York. We had that program launch in a very fanfare. Beginning of this year, we completely insourced that program into a fully managed and run Bhakti Center program. That was not the case when it was launched. Bhakti Center was just a supporting partner, kind of cooking prasadam and helping. But now it's fully run from January. It's fully run by us. It's funded by us. It's the prasadam is cooked by us. It's distributed by us. Obviously through an amazing set of volunteers that Gaurasharan Prabhu under Abhi's leadership has cultivated. There are about 50 volunteers in that group that show up. Not all of them have to show up every Saturday because we don't need more than 6 or 7. That's actually helping. And this program runs kind of autopilot. We just need to now have ways to fund it. The infrastructure is that the people are there. It runs for 6 months like a clockwork. That's amazing. That's Radha Muralidhar's blessings coming through these wonderful people. As we said, about 300 plus meals every week, once a week. Come rain or shine, if it's really, really cold, like we were doing in January, and we couldn't do it, it was raining, we would go to a shelter and offer it there. We would not stop the program, right? 50 plus active members, that's becoming a part of the broader community, and 12,000 to 15,000 meals, that obviously keeps adding up, that we have served since January this year that we have insourced this program. That's only a small particle of what we want to do, what we could potentially aspire to do. This is mainly for raising awareness in the broader community, not just within Bhakti Center, but outside, because food insecurity is a problem in Manhattan, we all know that, and Bhakti Center wants to play its part in that very important social responsibility. The next one is really where we see this, our vision, long-term vision on that one is really to go to about, serve 500 plates every day of the week. That brings us to about 200,000 meals annually. We're far from there. We're doing it consistently every week. We are building capacity and infrastructure to do more. We have more people who are helping us and coming forward to help us. And our dream is to really get there to where it makes a difference to every New Yorker and every Manhattan person. Now, the last part of this is all this costs, this is the difficult part of the job. Everything otherwise is really good fun. How do we fund all these things? Now, as we spoke last year, when we were here last year, we were in a bit of a tough spot last June, if you remember. We were running a bit of deficit in terms of cost issues, etc., and all that. We spent the last 6 to 12 months pretty much kind of giving that stability under the amazing leadership of Sundarnath Prabhu, who kind of counts. I look at like Sundarnath Prabhu, I look at him like how Srila Prabhupada used to keep those, like, every 5 rupees spent and all that. It's like that. So nothing goes out of the Bhakti Center if he doesn't press a button. So under his leadership and everybody that has helped, we finally ended up last year bringing down the costs a lot. Everybody kind of jumped in to help the donation, helping the yoga community. And we actually ended up in a surplus, where in the end of, thank you. Where at the end of 24, we were in a little bit of a difficult spot. So I want to take this opportunity to really thank all of you and many others who have really helped us to go through this kind of difficult spot for the last 12 to 18 months. Our board members are here, Rashidullah Prabhu, Rukmini Mataji, you all know about what the journey that we have gone through. And thanks for all your support, and thanks for the support of the wider community and many others who support this without being visible. So now this year, we have done well. Our donations actually have done well. Our yoga programs have done super well. they have kind of really come to the next level. However, a couple of our other revenue streams have had some challenges, which is why right now, this is like as of yesterday, right, Sundana Prabhu, end of July, first 6 months or end of June. Jan to June, that's not July, sorry for that. We don't have July completed yet. That we are just funding ourselves, right? So it's okay. We're doing fine. We're doing a lot more things, and we are still able to kind of fund it with what we have. However, we have the rest of the year to go, and we have a lot more, and we have aspirations of doing a lot more, which is why we need to kind of really, kind of pump up the game a little bit more on needing more. All of you who are here, most of you, if not all of you, are already supporting, and we really, really acknowledge this evening is a celebration of all the support that you've given. And this is the time when we renew our pledge for the next 12 months. So if you want to take that opportunity to renew that pledge, if you want to take that opportunity to make a one-time, beyond all that you're doing, anything that can, no amount is small, no amount is great. The sky is our limit, and we can do a lot more. So the last slide is just to summarize, kind of one of the purposes for the evening is the fundraising goal. So when we started the year, we set a goal for us that we will need to keep the Bhakti Center sustainable, about $400,000 to come from donations. Our overall cost is about $900,000 to $1 million, right, Sundar Prabhu, and more or less. But some of that comes from other things, yoga classes, etc. And we kind of more or less spend what we earn. The idea is not to save, the idea is to really transform people's life. So we decided that we need to have, our target was to raise 400,000. The good thing is as of June, thanks to all of you, like I said, you all are all donors, pledgers, monthly contributors. We have already done 210,000. So somebody might say, why are you here? You're already, you already have what you need to have. The thing is, there are some dwindling revenue streams, and we need those pledges to be renewed, right? There are pledges that were made last June that will expire now, and we need those pledges to be renewed. So that's why we are here. We know that some of you will already renew it, have already renewed it, and we need some more one-time donations to make this place more sustainable and always have a little bit of buffer so they can do more. So tonight's target is to raise an additional 100,000, either through pledges or through one-time or through commitments or through people that you know. Every drop adds up. That's why we are here, to ensure that the second half of the Bhakti Center and getting into next year, we have a sustainable financial position, and we can just go out and do the wonderful job that everybody else is doing in this community. So with that, I will just end with, kind of where we are this year from where we were last year. I think with all the data points and what you heard from people in the room and more, the more people are finding us. So that's good. More people are finding us. So the number of people walking through Bhakti Center is growing. But more people are staying with us, which means they like what they see in Bhakti Center, as we heard. They like the wide range of offering that we have. They like the whole rounded. If you love Kirtan, there is like 2 big Kirtan programs in the whole week. If you want to learn about philosophy, there are like 2 programs, Bhakti Life, and there is Soul Talks, all about philosophy, right? Is going on. So more people are staying, and if you like yoga, of course, there's many programs throughout the whole week. And more people are carrying this wisdom forward, right? Because they're taking the journey to the next level. And together, all of you are already doing this. We can help to discover, helping more people to discover this and experience to call Bhakti Center their spiritual home, which is our tagline, as you know, Bhakti Center, your spiritual home, our spiritual home. It can be the spiritual home for a lot of people in Manhattan, New York, and beyond. So with that, thank you very much for your patience. And looking forward to meet our target.
Shadbhuj Guranga Prabhu ki. Thank you. Big round of applause for Shadbhuj. He's taking so much responsibility. Thank you. We're going to ask for 3 more people to come up. Okay, I guess three right here to come up. We're going to have my illustrious wife, Shameshwari Priya, come up and share her experience of the Bhakti Center, along with Sharanya and Jai. Are you guys going to speak? No? Okay, come on up. Come on up.
Hare Krishna. We all love the Bhakti Center so much. Jai, what do you love?
I love the Bhakti Center.
Shwanya?
Kirtan.
Kirtan. So the Bhakti Center means so much to me because it's a physical place where I was given an opportunity to serve and commit to my spiritual life. And I grew up in North Florida in one of the, probably the largest Bhakti Yoga community in North America. And both of my mother and father are both disciples of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. And it wasn't until coming to the Bhakti Center and meeting Radhanath Swami that I knew that it wasn't only their path, it would be my path as well. And there's so much to love about the Bhakti Center. It's a place where relationships come first. And I learned that through loving, uplifting spiritual relationships, that's really the foundation of our spiritual life. So the first time I went, I was in my early 20s. And I remember walking through the door and just feeling this immediate sense of I'm home. And now, almost 20 years later, having seen hundreds and thousands of people come in through the doors and feel exactly the same way. I'm home. So we're all so, so grateful to Radhanath Swami and this beautiful, beautiful community for creating a home that the whole world can live in. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So we're going to ask Nandini, you wanted to, where's Nandini? She's hiding? Oh. Nandini, come say just a few words. So if you don't know Nandini, you've seen her artistry on the altar practically every single festival. Big round of applause for Nandini.
Hare Krishna, everyone, and thank you for coming here. Wow, I was told that maybe I would not have enough time to speak, so I was happy and relaxed. Yes, that's right. But anyways, whatever happens, happens by Radha Muralidhar's mercy, so I'll go for it. I started with my Krishna consciousness life in India in 2013, and even while I was there, I had always heard about Bhakti Center. I'm not sure if it's the right word, but there was a lot of hype around it because it was a project connected to Radhanath Swami Maharaj, and I was aspiring from him, so I got to hear a lot about him and the Bhakti Center as well. I'd always wanted to visit, and once in between, I did come over here in 2017 for the Jhulan Yatra, the swing festival. I just happened to be visiting my sister, so I came here at that time. And it was very, very sweet. It was at the rooftop. And there were these little deities of Radha Krishna on the rooftop, and we were swinging them. I even got an opportunity to fan them at that time. That was my first connection to the deities here. And I always wanted to come back again over here, although I was in India. I didn't know how I would ever come and stay over here. And as Krishna would have it, I got married to Balkrishna Prabhu. And yes, Hari Bol. that was definitely my good fortune. And I came here, and I also shared his fortune because he always wanted to stay close to the Bhakti Center. So till date, I stay literally 5 minutes away from there. And it's been a huge privilege for me. I came here in 2021. And when I came, the temple was still very quiet. New York was still recovering from COVID. And there were very few devotees. It was also a bit intimate at that time, not like how we have now. I do love Thursday night kirtans very much, but it's intense energy. But at that time it was much more quiet. And thanks to our head priest, Vasudev Prabhu, he engaged me in making, in garland service, in assisting the priests at the temple, as a backup pujari. Around the same year that I came here, unfortunately, my mother passed away, and it was a very tough time for me because it was a very sudden death. None of us were expecting it. I think at that time I realized how important this community is to me. Not only were the devotees very sweet, very caring and understanding at that time, but I realized how important it is to take shelter of Radha Murlidhar. They literally took me under their wing at that time. Every day I would attend the Mangalati, which is the first DT greeting that you have at 5 o'clock in the morning. I stay close by, so it has its advantages. So I did that continuously for 6 months, and that was a huge transformative period for me internally. At that year, later, the next year, I was also fortunate enough to be initiated in the Vaishnav tradition, in which Hare Krishna, the Hare Krishna movement is coming under by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, who accepted me as his disciple. And I got involved in a lot of DT services mostly. A lot of you here might know me as the person who is always telling, please come and serve, we need help for this festival, that festival. So yeah, somehow that's what, I think what really I've seen here is that there is so much of opportunity to serve here. And it's not just in it's in various departments, but especially I can speak from the DT department. We always need help. And yeah, for festivals, I've seen over the time, that, even whatever, like I've come across, like, I've made some really crazy decorations sometimes, which requires so much manpower. And I have no idea how it got done. I can only say that it's only by the grace of Radha Murlidhar that it has actually happened. There was a decoration, I remember, a huge flower bungalow, which was supposed to come for our actual 50th anniversary for Janmashtami 2 years ago. And 3 months we went into planning that and everything. Anantacharya here has also helped me for that. And for an entire month, I was just trying to get the decoration here from India. So you can imagine anything coming from India is like a huge thing. They put my decoration in the plane and then they removed it. And this happened twice. And I have no idea. They're like, no. I was like, I'm willing to pay more. Just get the decoration here. Somehow, just 2 days before Janmashtami, the decoration came. And that was just enough time. And this is nothing short of a miracle. I can personally attest to that. It's just Radha Murlidhar. Radha Murlidhar are very playful, they are strict, they are loving, they are kind, they are everything. They are very much living. At least that, as a priest, I have realized that. And somehow, they have this way of, just getting to you, They just, little by little, they take small steps in your heart. And I guess, if we all continue, at least for me, I can say that I just continue doing it because sometimes I'm just mesmerized by their beauty. Sometimes people ask me, where do you get these ideas from? And I'm like, no, it's not my idea, it's Radha Murlidhar's idea. No credit goes to me. It's all the grace of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj. Through their grace, Radha Murlidhar are communicating. So yes, I will keep on having more crazy ideas. And we'll keep on having big festivals, but it also requires time, energy, and money. So there's no better place to ask for that than here. So yes, please generously donate so that we can have more opulent festivals for our deities. We can make more beautiful garlands, outfits, definitely more beautiful outfits, more decorations. Because I've seen that, I take it for granted, I stay so close to the Bhakti Center. But there are devotees who stay far, who take like 2-hour journey just to come to Bhakti Center every week. And it is our duty, at least for those of us who are serving daily, to make sure that the environment is, especially at the temple, it's peaceful, it's aesthetic, it's spiritually surcharged. And everyone over here, plays their part. Gabby, as the reception in charge, Amrita, Abhi, for doing so many programs. There are so many people. I'm sorry I cannot name all of them, but each one contributes. But especially, I know that when they come in front of Radha Muralidhar, they find their real shelter. They find their real peace. They actually feel you've come back home. So yes, please generously donate for Bhakti Center. It is the home of Radha Muralidhar, but especially also to our DT department. I hope I can take this liberty, Vasudev Prabhu. Yeah. So, anyways, thank you so much. I'm so eternally grateful to their lordships for giving me this opportunity to serve them on a very intimate level. And I hope that most importantly, our not only just my individual consciousness, but our collective consciousness just keeps increasing, goes on a much more higher level so that they'll be pleased with us. New York has this insane energy. Jagannath Priya Prabhu was just telling me today that, people have come and gone. New York has this thing, of kicking out people after some time. We've seen so many changes over here. I hope they don't kick me out. And none of us over here. So yes, let's just keep praying to be in their shelter. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Nandini. Another round of applause for Nandini. Thank you. That was good, right, Vasudev? So our next guest to speak, and then we will have His Holiness Radhanath Swami address, is going to be our Dilip Chauhan. So he spent years serving in New York City, many, many years, in both the previous and current mayoral administrations, where he now serves as the Deputy Chief Business Diversity Officer under Mayor Mamdani. So thank you so much. But for us, he's Dilip Prabhu. He's become a part of the family, he's become part of the Bhakti Center, and he's just speaking from his heart tonight. So Dilip, please.
Thank you, Jay. Hare Krishna and Hari Bol, everyone. Such a great honor for me to be a part of this auspicious event and also in front of His Holiness Radhanath Swami. New York City is the 9th largest economy in the world. New York City is the most busiest city in the world. From morning to evening, we are distracted. We have so many events like this fundraising event, traffic issue, permitting issue. But when we come to Bhakti Center offers such a rare that you can have a peace. That's most needed in this current time. Radhanath Swami, his teaching is very simple, but he's so loving, so kind. I had a privilege to spend around 40 minutes with him since these many years that teach me how to stay grounded. He inspired me while all the obstacles are there, how I can serve better, how I can work hard to make this community more helpful. Thank you, Radhanath Swami. Thank you, Bhakti Center. But also I would like to say, Suman Chakiji, I don't know your Diksha name. Thank you for all your hard work and the one person who always behind me to come, and she's the one who made me to come during the Diwali celebration is Shilpa Narang. She always tried to stay back, but she's very consistent. And Sundarnath Prabhu, thank you so much what you do, and Jagannath Prabhuji also. Thank you, and each and every one of you. Without you, this event, now it's not like surviving. Suman Chaki just said, it is thriving because of all of each and every one of you. As mentioned, my name is Dilip Chauhan. I'm attending this event as my personal capacity, but in the previous administration, I was working as a Deputy Commissioner for International Affairs. Before that, I was a Deputy Comptroller. And currently, under the New York City Mayor, Honorable Zohran Kwame Mamdani, I'm serving as a Deputy Chief Business Diversity Officer. And my job is to make sure that minority and the women have a fair share of the government contract. So last year we have awarded $6.9 billion government contract to minority and the women business enterprise. No doubt I'm here as a personal capacity, but please, if you are a small business owner, if you don't know how to work with the government, I'm here to help. Also, one more thing, that this is the only temple, no, sorry, I should not use the word only. This is a temple I attend every year, Diwali celebration. It's not about the only Hindu. You can find the people from each and every community. They come together and they celebrate the Diwali. So big round of applause for each and every one of you for spreading the Diwali is our culture. And the 3 years back, Radhanand Swami and the trustee, I just met you today, Anuttama Swamiji. 3 years back, New York City is the first city that we have declared Diwali is a public holiday in New York City school. So now 1.1 million students are celebrating Diwali. They have a holiday, they are learning what is our culture. But it cannot be possible only from our side. You, each and every one of you, you help us. Thank you. Such a great to be part of this auspicious event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dimit. And now we would like to welcome His Holiness Radhanath Swami. Maharaj is our guide, he's our inspiration, and we know that if he is happy, Radha Muralidhar is happy, our community is happy. Hare Krishna.
Om Agyantimidandasya Yananjana Chalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juthapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna. We are gathered this evening to receive a blessing of God's grace and to share that blessing with one another and with the world. When Srila Prabhupada came here in 1965 to New York City, 61 years ago, he had no money, he had no fixed place of residence, he had no one interested in helping him. He had ill health. There were threats against him. But as he was seeing the beautiful skyscrapers of New York and all the luxurious cars and all the restaurants and all the bars and all the theaters, people from all over the world coming to make money, to enjoy, making money and enjoying. He was seeing a great need to serve. Because the nature of this world is happiness is so fleeting. Krishna tells in Gita, Dukalayam ashashvatam, that everything is changing. Everything is temporary. Matra sparashastu konteyos. Like the winter and summer seasons, they come and they go. One thing we know when it's winter in New York is summer will come. And we know for sure in summer that winter will come. And intelligent people, in the summer they prepare for the winter. Death is inevitable. Betrayal comes to everybody in some way or another in this lifetimes. Pleasure and pain, honor and dishonor, happiness and distress. And to the degree we enjoy something, to the same degree we suffer when it's gone. And everything will be lost. So Srila Prabhupada and the avatars and true saints of all spiritual paths, they come with this message that we're actually all in need. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote that where there's the greatest need, there's the greatest opportunity to serve. Sounds like an opportunity to serve. When Srila Prabhupada was living in Vrindavan, the holiest place of India, for those who follow the path of bhakti, the holiest place in the world, he came to New York City. He chose this place simply because he considered there's nowhere else on the planet that has a greater need than here. And yet, perhaps at the time, it was the wealthiest city in the world. Such a capital of entertainment, business, education. Because without understanding the basic principles of who we are, how could we actually have sustainable happiness? This is beginning teaching of Bhagavad Gita. And Srila Prabhupada stressed this principle so much, and he keeps stressing it. And how many of us have really understood and realized it? That we're not this ever-changing body, and we're not this ever-changing mind, which are forever being influenced by circumstances that are so often out of our control. But we're eternal souls. That spark of life, that consciousness that was within us is our true self. And what is the nature of the soul? That we're eternally a part of God, the Supreme Soul. Like the sun ray is always being nourished by the heat and the light of the sun. We are always nourished within by the love, the compassion, and the beauty of the Supreme Lord. Krishna means all attractive. But when the soul comes out of under the influence of this illusion, Maya, where we conceive ourselves to be a body and a mind, and we're striving, we're struggling to enjoy and get out of suffering, and life passes. According to all the great sages, that is the greatest tragedy. When a person in this human form of life has the opportunity to realize our eternal blissful nature. So when we have knowledge, if we see somebody laughing and enjoying, even if they're very wealthy and very powerful and very successful. We feel pity for them if they've forgotten the treasures of their souls. And to the degree we actually experience the happiness of Krishna's love, then it's unbearable to see people who are of that love, who are meant for that love, missing that love. Bhakti is when we reconnect with that love, and that defines how we live. Srila Prabhupada gave example of the body has various limbs, and each one has a color and a shape and a function. And a healthy body, every part of the body is very much nourishing, protecting, and energizing every other part of the body. And when there's a disconnection, that is a diseased body. If something falls on your little toe, every part of your body is sending healing energy to your little toe. It's not that the brain is thinking, I'm so important and that toe is insignificant. It's not my concern if it suffers. Because we understand the connection. Within families, within the world, there's so much conflict, so much strife. And the root cause of it so much is that we've forgotten the eternal, beautiful opportunity we have to realize what is within. Our love for God and Krishna's love for us. So yes, when Srila Prabhupada was walking down these streets, he was thinking in this way: how could I serve these people? How could I help these people? And this is what the Bhakti Center has been created and preserved to do, to actually give guidance and shelter, to create community based around these essential spiritual truths. Compassion is one of the greatest needs in the world. Our devotees are zero hunger. They're feeding wonderful meals in Tompkins Square Park. That's hunger for the belly. But what is the hunger of people's souls? The idea of Bhakti Center actually is zero hunger for everyone's eternal soul. To be nourished and filled and satisfied. And it is a principle that is sacred and forever, that in giving we do receive. In caring, we could recognize God's care for us. In making sacrifices for a higher cause, we actually could realize how fortunate we are. So tonight we are gathered together to celebrate what we've been given and to celebrate the opportunity we have to share it with each other as a community, and to celebrate as a community the opportunity to share it with New York City. And because New York City is the root of so much of material existence here on this planet, it was Srila Prabhupada's realization that what we do for New York, we could actually do for the whole world. And that is very, very special. For spirituality, it's really a hard place. But where there's the greatest need, there's the greatest opportunity to serve. We have come together tonight to inspire one another with faith, with dedication to the principle of spiritual care. Because if we're not united, then people will not take seriously the gift we've been entrusted with to unite the world. I was recently in a redwood forest in Northern California. And as we went in, we were seeing these huge, huge redwood trees. Some of them over 1,000 years old. Very wide, very tall. And when we were coming out, there was a table with a forest ranger, and he was showing people redwood seeds. And they're really small. But every one of those trees began with a seed. And interestingly, the seed begins its journey underground, buried, where nobody sees it. It's quite incredible. The trees that are the most biggest visible trees in the world began where nobody saw it at all, just a little seed underground. So Bhakti Center may be very small, but Bhakti is the eternal nature of the soul. Bhakti is the love that the soul is seeking. And Bhakti can be nourished by a community that is inspiring faith, faith in the watering process of God's holy names, faith in the protection of actually having spiritual and moral values to live with. And faith in the joy of sharing this grace with each other. So I want to thank all of you, especially my dear God brothers, God sisters who have graced us, Rukmini Devi and Anutama Prabhu, and Yadubar Prabhu, and Arjuna Prabhu. They have been such an inspiration for all of us. Serving with compassion between 50 and 60 years, all of these wonderful souls. And my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you.
His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj ki jai. Thank you, Maharaj. So now we're going to have our Sri Prahlad come back and do some kirtan. But first, I'd like you to start coming out here because I want to introduce you to the co-directors and the directors of the Bhakti Center. It's been my experience sometimes at the Bhakti Center, they say, management did this. Has anybody heard that? It's actually humans. So here's the humans behind the management now. Sri Prahlad Prabhu, the co-director, Chadbuj Garanga Prabhu. You guys come up. We didn't plan our outfits. Veerbhadra Ram Prabhu. And I'd also like to welcome the other directors. Vasudev Prabhu, please come up. Sunarnath Prabhu. And Gorsharan Prabhu. So, Veera gets us together every Sunday, and we all have our calls, and some of us are in New York, some of us are outside of New York, but they go on, and we're thinking about you, meditating on you, praying over you, and so I'm spontaneously asking Veera, because he always brings us into a state of prayer. Can you give us a little prayer for us, Veera?
What an honor. What a beautiful honor. Thank you, Jai. Yeah, just invite you to close your eyes. Feel the gift of your own breath. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that I am this breath, I am this prana, this life force. Feel the gift of God's will that is so simple, that is so available each moment of life. Feel the presence of the Lord within your own heart. He is there, she is there, as your dearmost friend, traveling with you, always available for a genuine connection. Today we're gathering to further that connection, to feel it more deeply within our hearts, coming together for the Bhakti Center, which is for that purpose, the purpose of self-realization, of God realization, to know our true self, to not settle for a superficial life, to not settle for something that is actually so much less than what our soul is worthy of, but to continue to believe in a truly beautiful, love-filled experience of life that is increasing more and more and more in every single relationship with our family, relationship with our own self, our thoughts and what we experience internally, relationship with our friends, relationship with our partners, strangers on the street, that the Lord is orchestrating opportunity after opportunity for us to experience an ever-increasing expression of love and reception of the Lord's love beyond, as Radhanath Maharaj once said, our wildest dreams. That's what we're here for today. Take another step on that journey. Please feel that in your heart, the magic of this life, the beauty and the grace that is here, that is present right now in this moment. I pray that you feel that. We can all feel that together and take another step, a collective step toward you, my Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Vera. So as Sri Prahlad Prabhu and his team share a kirtan, we're going to ask you to get the pledge cards out, and we're going to ask the pledges to come to this man right here, Sundarnath Prabhu. They are in capable hands as you bring your pledge to Sundarnath Prabhu. We will also be giving you a gift in return as well. Thank you so much for coming. After the pledges are done, we will be having prasad together. Hare Krishna.
Jai, Sadhguru wanted you to say something.
So just to be clear, if it's your first time doing it, you just write out on the pledge, whatever the pledge. No money has to be given tonight in that sense. It's just a pledge card. And you can bring it over to Sundarnath Prabhu. We have gifts for you. So please come, get your gift as well. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.